Hello, everybody. Welcome to Anime Sickos. It's the podcast for geniuses and the only podcast where we look at the four pillars of modern misery: anime, gaming, posting, and jobs. I am Tom, an anime sicko.
I'm Joe, an anime sicko. Are you ready for film school?
I'm ready because this is an anime episode. People always ask us, do you talk about anime? What is anime? Cartoons from Japan. This is live actions from Korea. It's as close as you fuckers are gonna get. So if you're not okay with
It's
that,
approximately the same. And here's another way they're both similar. They both have themes.
yo, that's true. They both have themes. There's fights. There is fights. Oh my god. There's fights in both of them. We gotta thank 3 patrons who have patronized us on Patreon and allow us to do this terrible show. Terrible, not in a bad way, in that it causes terror.
Like we won't stop. We will go forever.
Yeah, and that should induce in you a sense of terror. Like when Galadriel in Lord of the Rings said that if she had the ring, she would be beautiful and terrible as the sun.
Or like when you look out into the horizon and you realize all that dust is the Mongol horde.
And you're gonna
bearing down on you.
You're gonna cough.
They've conquered everything by giving everybody air pollution.
You heard about Cloth Mother? I heard about this brand new concept. No. Our 3 new patrons are thus. First, this guy, I have a grudge against him sort of at the beginning, but then I remember he patronized us. So the inborn prejudice I have against him has been completely thrown aside. He is now my great buddy. The reason I have this ingrown prejudice is that he has patronized us in pounds sterling. We're talking about an Anglo, Joe. This is Stuart Watson. Thank you, Stuart.
Maybe that's better than $1. Give it a few months. I don't know. We might need to rebalance our portfolio around Stuart here.
Oi, welcome to Anime Chovs, mate. In it great to
I'm
talk
proper
about
chuffed, which doesn't mean just nutted. It means something else. It means something else.
Pillars of misery, nutting, going to the chip shop, getting a kebab. They call them kebabs.
I do think we get to say this because you guys are the only country that seems to want to do more of what we're doing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
This is an indictment on both of us. But anyway, who else gave us money?
Next up is Randosaurus. This is a real dinosaur from life. Thank you, Randosaurus.
Yeah, and the bones are different every day, where they are.
It's a roguelike dinosaur, dude. And this last one, I kind of love the simplicity of the name which this fellow has decided to put into Patreon when he gave us $5. It's John.
Yes.
Just John.
Oh. Back from when I used to play computer games online, the best times in a public server for a Battlefield or something is when some guy with a handle that's just like John or Fred, is just demolishing everyone and not talking. That's the best shit in the world.
I recently played online multiplayer shooting games for the first time since I think I was in college. Josh Foreman and Dono from Radio Free Tote Bag were like, you got to get Marathon and we'll play as a trio. It'll be so fun. And I was like, I don't know. I'll play because you guys asked. And it was fun to hang out with them. But every single thing about Marathon and its game design was designed to make me have the worst time on earth.
Much of the issue is that it's just a looter shooter, which is not your thing at baseline. So the best looter shooter would also make you feel pain, right?
Correct. They were like, open all these boxes and try to get loot. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a game where a main part of it is looking in a grid at little tiny icons, hovering over them and seeing numbers pop up?
Yeah, asshole. And so is Excel. That's everything.
It's dude. Excel is nothing like that, because I had flashbacks to playing Neo 2, which has an incredibly great combat system in terms of its gameplay. But then once you get to the end of the story, the game is like, obviously, as you know, this is a new game plus type of game. And the new game plus, this was the tutorial. The new game plus, the real game, you're gonna have to farm for specific items. So do the levels 10 times and get all the loot. And I'm just like, kill me. I would rather do literally anything else. I don't want the loot. The idea of loot in a game makes me so mad because, like, why would I want this? I only want this. The only reason that it would be good is because you are withholding things from me so
often. You disgust me. You fucking disgust me. Like the things you're saying with your bitch mouth, they're so awful. Why would I need? Because it's in a treasure chest. And you need to put it in your backpack. And then when it's in your backpack, maybe you could like rearrange them in a pleasing way.
Anyway, we watched the movie No Other Choice. I have been trying to get Joe to watch this for a while. I watched it immediately when it was available on the Stealing store because I had heard about it in advance and said, I know I'm going to love that. I watched it, and it is a movie about us. It is an anime Sickos movie. It is the loser husband simulator. And I'm really glad you finally watched it.
Yeah, it's really, it's very good. Where do we start here? Here's
something I want to say at the top, because this is something that comes up a lot when people talk about this, is, you know, we must address the fact that this is a movie by the Korean director Park Chan-wook, one of the two Korean filmmakers you know about, the other being Bong Joon-ho. And the last time that a Korean movie was probably on your radar, American listener, was Parasite, Bong Joon-ho's previous sicko movie about capitalism and how it dehumanizes people. And a lot of people will sort of conflate the two. And it's like, oh, it's a Parasite type of movie. And, well, it's not. And a lot of people, though, who will come to its defense and say, no, it's a different movie entirely than Parasite. It's a totally different thing. Will say that the reason people think that is because of racism, because it's another Korean movie.
I think it's because it's about a nice house. There's a nice house in both movies.
People are absolutely out of their minds. Watch Parasite, No Other Choice, and tell me these are not fucking plays on a similar theme. They are. I mean, they're different, but they are.
Both
Come on.
houses are nice and the main driver of the plot in both.
The also, Joe, the thing you love most about Parasite is near the end, when it's very clear that no one's mental health is going to be solved forever, and it's very obvious that everything's going to get worse. The rich mom is like, I have baked this metaphor cake, which is a metaphor for the total mental health recovery of my children.
It's my son's getting over trauma cake.
And
it's the same thing as like in Death Proof when he looks at the camera right before like he kills everybody. It's just like a wonderful, like, here we go. And yeah, there's a lot of that. There's just like, I'm just like looking at you and being like, uh-oh, here we go. And it's not like, not melodramatic. It's just like effective. It's just like the bad thing you think is happening.
Yes. The first scene of the movie, and this is something that hit a lot harder on rewatch, because I watched it, and I forgot a lot of the details, so I watched it again yesterday. On rewatch, the first scene is so fucking funny because it's like a beautiful day, and we pan onto this man's beautiful house, and he's grilling eels, gourmet eels that his job gave him for doing a great job, and his family's like, I can't wait to eat the gourmet eels. His hot wife is like, hey, baby, you know what I'd love to do? Fucking suck your dick.
And then the eels like, make you fuck better too, right? Like that's the implication.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. We're starting off good.
Everything's going great, and he's like, you know what, kids, pull it in. And they do a big group hug, and he literally says, dude, he's like, you know what I'm thinking right now? I've got it all. And it's like, why would you do that, dude?
I'm sorry, but it is, and things will never get bad or fucked up. Like, it is that. It is that we were not consulted or given credit for this, which is kind of rude. But, like, all is to say, like, Is it heavy-handed? Yes, but also, like, I love it. I fucking
It's
love it.
so fucking funny. This movie, okay. I'll give the sort of, this is the synopsis that you get plot wise after watching the trailer. A guy is fired. And the only way he can get a job back is to kill everyone who has similar qualifications to him so that there will be no one else competing with him in interviews. He's got no other choice. And the tone is, and this is another reason it's a lot like Parasite. The tone is, it's like a extremely suspenseful, like pulse pounder that is also fucking hilarious. It is so funny.
Yes, it does. Everything is obviously very tense because, as the summary implies, it involves killing and people die. But it's also slapstick the whole time. It's like very slapstick.
It's like extremely goofy, but in a way that does not undercut the like terror and seriousness of it.
And I think it's because, and can I? We will do a peel back the plot a bit and do a little preview. And I think it's because it is not like the killing part that is the heavyweight, although it is heavy. It is when you turn the guy into a corpse bonsai forever, and then he's in your house, and then the guy that is your corpse bonsai was your competition for the job you now have. So like the killing is like not even, honestly, it's like nothing.
That guy didn't even count. The police said he wasn't even supposed to be there. It's fucking okay, Joe, I've noticed this more and more. And I wonder what this says about me and society's mindset, which is, it's so fucking hysterical when a piece of art, be it a movie or a comedian or a show or whatever, when a piece of art just is like relentlessly bleak and there's no silver lining at all, and everything, the worst possible thing that could ever happen, just happens with no hedging.
Yeah, so there's like, I don't want to say there's no twists in here, but I will say everything that happens does not feel like a magician's reveal. It's like quite literally like, here comes the train chugging along. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think the train's going to keep chugging? Oh, it did. It kept chugging on past. Yeah. And somehow it makes everything seem more inevitable.
Yeah, the thing that I guessed at yesterday was that it's the same sort of phenotype humor-wise as your go-to, which is just to think, what is the stupidest thing that could possibly happen here? And it said, like, what's the most, like, just soul-hollowing thing that could happen here? And they do that every single time. The thing that I really love about this movie that is so... that makes it so... makes it so much better than just the summary is that there are a lot of things, and again, we'll get into the specifics, but there's a lot of, like, hooks that, you know, from a lifetime of watching movies, you know, okay, I know what this is I know what this is going to lead to. Like, you know, a guy is killing people secretly for a project, you know, and he's got a family. Does his family know? Will they find out? That's a suspense hook. They have all these sort of classic suspense hooks that you'd find in a conventional movie, but they all go a different way.
A lot of them don't matter in a funny way.
Way worse.
Yes, it's just like, oh no, like in order to keep this horrible lie and crime alive, yeah, we'll make it work.
Unbelievable.
Okay, we got to start. So the main guy is the most handsome man that's ever lived.
Yes, he is a Korean movie star, and hilariously, a couple times in the movie, people are just like, you know, have you noticed, sir, that you are gorgeous? You could be the lead in a feature film. It's amazing. He is married to his sexy wife, who loves to go to dance classes with him and fuck him hard and raw. They have 2 children, One is a sort of teen boy, and the other is a girl, looks about 5 or 6, who only speaks to repeat things that have been said around her in order to recontextualize lines that were said in the past in a new context,
That's such
so
a
that you
helpful
understand that
kid
time has
to
passed.
have for plot reasons.
Yes, she is a savant at the cello, apparently, but they don't know because at home she only will like play the same, like she plays the same note, like to get it perfect, but she doesn't play music. And this guy, he's doing great. He's at the paper company and he's doing an amazing job. They sent him eels to congratulate for him for an amazing job. And everyone knows that when work sends you a gift, it's because things are going to stay the same forever.
And they want you to fuck.
Yeah. But no, it turns out Americans have bought the paper company and bye Koreans.
Yeah, so it starts with him basically in like a like, oh, you got laid off, here's a program you get to go through to say we did something for you. And basically it's a support group where you just like all sit in a circle and say, I am scum, I will get a job in 6 months, I am scum.
It is the Dignity Destroyer support group where you sit and say cuck words. And they are all tapping their face and neck the whole time, which I looked up after and is apparently some sort of proven method that helps with PTSD. But it, in practice, especially in the filmic language, just makes you look like a fucking insane worm.
Yeah, it does add to the worminess for sure. And yeah, we get lots of footage of him sort of running out his 6 months, doing these little pointless rituals, unable to get a job. The main reason being, of course, is that he works in paper, specialty paper or something. It doesn't paper manufacturing. If you're a big paper nerd, I assume all the shit in this movie is correct. That would be really weird if they just phoned that in. But yes, so he's like a lover of paper, specialty paper production. So as you might imagine, his options in an increasingly paperless world are fewer and fewer in between. And the thing is, everybody else that got laid off is looking for the same shit. No one else wants to change careers because everyone is mid-career. This is also specialized skills, stuff you'd want to have.
Yeah.
All this to say,
like they have degrees. They have like degrees in chemical engineering for paper specifically. And like the only experience they have is like, I'm incredible at making the paper that they make passports out of. And it's like, well,
the main character also like went to college to get to his current job while working. Like his path was like not the typical like go to college right after high school thing. So which is another element here too.
Yeah, because they say over and over that like his wife is like, I would love to have fun with you when we were young, but you were busy studying for your degree. So like he has to stay in the paper industry because like he sacrificed a lot of youthful fucking with his sexy wife in order to have this career, and like to have given it up for nothing, it just cannot be borne. There is, in fact, you could say that there's no other choice. You could say that.
Yeah. So
before we move on, I want to point out a theme that occurs a couple times in the movie that you loved, which is he will want to speak with great power and authority, and then when the time comes to execute, look like a fucking blubbering ass worm.
It's like not even like he himself is the cause of a blubbering ass worm. It's like he goes to talk and then like they just start driving away and like he doesn't get to do it. So he like starts talking really fast. Just like it's always like, I'm going to say something. I'm going to stand my ground. And then just the reality is a cartoon.
The thing that he's like practicing with his workers that are going to be fired on how he's going to stand up to the Americans. And he's like, Americans, when you say someone's fired, you call it being axed. Well, that's really what's happening here. In Korea, when someone's fired, you know what we say? We say off with their head. So when you're firing us, that's not just a financial decision. You're cutting our heads off with an axe. Consider what you're doing. And then, when he sees the Americans, they're just walking from a door to the car.
Yeah, and they're like on their phones and they don't care.
He starts saying his speech in Korean. and the Korean translator is translating it very slowly and badly, and with the tone of like, this insane man says you call it being axed. And they're just like, we don't know what, I'm scared. Bye bye.
Yes, there's no dignity even in your little like, I know this is happening to me and it sucks. I want to just say that. You don't even get that.
You do not. So the thing that is so fucking funny about this movie is about 2 hours long, and I'll say it, there are 3 kills. It's like over an hour till kill 1 occurs. There's so much like nervous tension ratcheting up in that first hour, to the point where the first time I watched it, I was like, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just tries to kill and never pulls through. You know?
I was starting to think no kills would happen, and he would just constantly be going to kill his target and come upon them at like peak dramatic opportunity. It would result in them dying each time. I was like, maybe that's the vibe here.
So first of all, how's he get his targets? This is so good. This is really good. I love this plan. So first he sees this guy who like got a paper job and is like living a great life and is on Instagram, and his Instagram handle is like my life rules 97 or something. And this guy is like cruel. He sees him groveling to someone in the bathroom, like, please give me a job. And he's like, you got no dignity, bitch. And so in a fugue, our main guy follows this guy, not really expecting to do anything, and gets into a position where he can conceivably drop a big pot with a red pepper tree on his head and kill him. He doesn't do it, but he holds it over his head in a striking image that you would probably put on a film poster if you were in charge of doing that, which is why they have done it. And he gets the idea of inventing red pepper paper.
So instead of doing a Looney Tunes death with a pot, he makes a fake company called Red Pepper Paper. And he is basically a honeypot for laid off job seekers that want to be Pulp Man of the Year. And he largely just creates all the shit that he needs them to say. He pulls from their resumes and everything, because he has all these, which he hilariously has lined up on his like table in like ranking of competitiveness. Mm-hmm. He's given like A+ ranking to the guy that is like currently working, I think, and then so and so and so and so. But yeah, he fishes this way to get his targets.
He basically makes a job posting. It's like, hello, guys, exactly like me. Do you have exactly my qualifications? This is the perfect job for you. It's exactly what you were looking for to turn your life around. It's so sad. But yeah, he finds two dudes. Actually, he only finds 2 dudes. I think he just kills the guy who embarrassed him, because he already has the job. Obviously, yes, you need to kill him so that the job is open, and then you need to kill everyone who, you know, in a fair interview would beat him for the job. We got to talk about being Pulp Man. They talk about being
it's so
Pulp
fun. It's
Man
the most important thing. It's so good.
They get this ridiculous trophy that looks like a bunch of pages.
It's the most important thing to everyone. It's very important. I love it.
Pulp Man. So the first guy who he goes to kill is Gu Bummo. I don't remember a lot of Korean names because there's 3 parts, and I don't know which part is the main part.
This is
Gu Bummo is easy to remember.
Mr. Vinyl.
This is why this movie has such a keen eye and really sees the truth of things, because he's like the most loser of all the loser husbands. They're all loser husbands, of course. This is the loser husband simulator movie, which is why it is so resonates so much with us. But he is the loserest husband of all, and the movie understands that the most loser husband behavior that you could possibly have is having a record collection you're really emotional about.
Yes, correct.
Great.
Yes. So he's he is Mr. Vinyl, but he's like also Mr. Physical Media. Period. There's like part of his sort of monologue. He's like, I'm the only one keeping physical everything alive. I only write on paper. I only listen to records, and I can't remember the third thing.
I only eat food.
Yeah. None of that digital ones. None of those. The point is, he's committed to craft. Okay, so he like represents Guy, who is the detail oriented like artisan, like enjoys the finer things, but is also committed to the industry. You know what I'm saying? He represents
Yes.
an out of work, but like the highest of taste type person.
And he has no other choice but to keep attempting to get these jobs that don't exist because he is so. I mean, to him, it is not just a job; it is a calling, and also just like a philosophy, which is just like it is important to make beautiful things, and that's what I do. And to do anything else is a betrayal. I will never change my approach. I will never try anything new. I will always try to go back to a world that's been demolished by capitalism, even though there's nowhere to go to. And all I'll do is drink booze. And so he's used the Red Peppa Paper ad. And I mean, this is the sort of the joke of all of it is that like these guys are given like this reprieve from their misery by seeing this want ad that is like so like fulfilling and joyful to like see it change their whole deal. And you know that like, oh, it's not only fake, but like you're gonna die because of this, bro. Like he quits drinking, he like starts dressing in like outside clothes again. It's just like, oh brother, no. No.
So he like turns his life around, kind of. Starts going to meetings, right? His alcohol meetings.
Yeah, his AAs.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know if they have it over there. Probably a different letter.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, that's a common theme in this movie is that everyone has to go to meetings or stopped going to meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So he shows up to kill this guy, and this is why I was left with the impression that like maybe he just only witnesses bleak sadness and then like death and despair, and he's just like, oh
Yeah.
god, like just kind of like in the back.
Because like he goes to his house like 6 times.
Yeah, because he has at this point a service pistol from Vietnam, so that's like the thing he's going to use to kill.
Oh my god! Wait, we gotta talk about this because this is low-key the funniest shit in the movie, and it's so fast, and that's why it's funny. So the gun is his dad's gun from the fighting in Vietnam that he took from a North Korean soldier who was dead. He pried his dead hand open and took this North Korean pistol back with him. And so this gorgeous house that they live on with this beautiful verdant landscape around it used to be the main character's father's pig farm. And when he became a success at paper, he bought the property, converted the barn to a greenhouse because he loves bonsai. He's a great bonsai artist. And like it was a symbol of everything going great and being perfect forever. And the house and the grounds mean that everything is great and then there's nothing bad going on at all. And at one point his son is just like, is it true that grandpa hung himself in the barn? He's like, oh yeah. So there was a disease that the pigs caught, and so he had to kill 20,000 pigs. And the son is like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, he buried them all alive. Well, grandpa was always a little unstable.
Oh, so fucking buried all 20,000 with the bulldozer, I assume.
Anyway, he goes to the guy's house, and like the first thing you see is like, okay, his wife is cheating on him, crazy style.
Yeah. Every time he goes to the alcohol meetings, his wife fucks some young guy that like sneaks in through the window.
They constantly talk about because like they live like all Korean people in the forest, I guess.
Korea is a big forest that's on an incline. That's it. Yeah, you just, and it's really hard to walk because there's like leaves up to your knees, and everyone's just kind of stumbling around. And And we see this because it is slapstick, yes, but I think it's also just very hard to walk around in Korea because of the incline and trees.
Yeah. And he also throughout this entire first kill, because this is where he's at his most bumbling. Our main character is dressed like a dumbass. He's got big goofy red waders
He's
on.
going fly fishing. I don't know. He's dressed like a moron.
He also, to hide his gun, he has a big like silicone oven mitt on, which that plus the waders really looks funny.
Oh yeah.
But like, okay, so we think that like he's going to kill this guy, but every time he goes to his house, two things occur. One is like, this is not a clean kill scenario. It won't happen today. And part two is, I've just witnessed the most devastating shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, like, oh God, their little picnic. The little picnic absolutely fucking kills me because we already know the wife is cheating on him crazy style at this point. And so our main character overhears them on a little picnic that they take out of their house. And the wife is just like, honey, do you remember how we met? Do you remember what you said to me that day? And they like cut back to like them young and beautiful. And like, it's like honestly extremely romantic and like sensual scene. He's like, oh, I can see why you got together. And he is just on his phone being like, I don't understand why they haven't gotten back to me about the red pepper paper job. I'd be perfect for red pepper paper. And it's like, oh, yeah. Huh. That would never happen to me, though. I'd never look at
Oh, dude, I love the loser husband who is hooked on something that is not currently pertinent. Just kind of just, oh, red pepper. I've been there. Just like, all right, stop thinking about that. What's in front of you? So he witnesses the amount of just like just naked emotion that this guy gets to witness through through his snooping is really funny. I mean, like it's just, he really lays it all out. I mean, it's just funny.
There's also the metaphor tree. He's like, man, this guy in front of his house has a metaphor tree. It's a beautiful pear tree, but it's being eaten alive by bugs. And he tells his daughter, like, today, honey, I saw a metaphor tree. It's being eaten alive by bugs. It really made me sad. I'm just saying this to you so it's in your head so that you can repeat it later on in the movie as you do, but with different context.
Yeah, like
so that
when
you'll
there's
understand the situation.
A human bonsai nearby.
You'll really have to wonder who's the bugs and who's the tree at that point, because things will have changed by then. My favorite bit with the whole killing of the first guy is when he finally confronts him. He thinks he's home alone, listening to music, too drunk to understand what's going on, too drunk to be conscious, and he thinks the wife is gone. Well, two things are not true. One, he is sober enough to wake up, and two, the wife is coming home now. And when when the victim wakes up and sees what's going on, he sees that he's got a gun pointed at him. They have a long ass conversation about how he should turn his life around and how you're doing the wrong thing. And of course, every fucking thing that our guy is accusing the victim of doing wrong is something he's also doing. Again, I would never do that. I don't understand that at all. That's not something I relate to at all. But he's just like, why do you not listen to your wife's sensible suggestions? There's a lot of things you could do other than getting back into paper. And that's the funniest thing, is that like at this point the wife is back and is like, okay, a guy's trying to kill my husband, I'll whack him with the Pope Man trophy. And she's about to whack him, and then he says like, why don't you listen to your wife's sensible suggestions? And she's like, yeah, why don't you? It's good.
So then they just kind of like stumble around and hit each other for a while, right? It's basically Three Stooges for a while.
Yeah, because he like shoots the gun when he realizes she's behind him. He shoots the gun by accident, and it gives the victim like a hero shoulder wound, you know, where in movies you just go youch once,
but you're still moving around. Yeah, it's fine, no issues.
So he drops the gun while he does that. So it's a fucking Benny Hill soundtrack scramble to get the gun. It's really, and they look stupid. It doesn't look good. I love it.
Yeah, at one point she just gets the gun, right?
Yeah, the wife just has it like solidly, and the struggle is over.
Yeah, and then she just kills the husband for being a loser.
And like the main guy, he was just like, okay, well, I'm fucked, and he's like fully running away, thinking that like this is probably it for me. And he like looks back and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's great.
This is what I meant when I thought he wouldn't do any of the killing himself. I thought he would be like bumbling into these things.
And like I honestly at this point I thought that like there just like no one would die, period. Like I thought that what it was is like that grim premise of like I gotta kill my competitors. I thought that was going to be like the starting point and it would turn to something different. No, it is just that is the plot of the movie. He does kill 3 people in order to get a job, and like that's how it goes. And it's like it's great. It's great. It's really funny. But yeah, like that is that his most bumbling, where he does really everything wrong. And this is what I'm talking about with like the suspense hooks. Like in a movie like this where someone's committing crimes, you like will be like, uh-oh, he left some evidence behind. Like that's gonna come back up. It's like, uh-oh, there's a witness. Like the wife knows him. She's seen him. Like that's gonna come back. Uh-oh, what are we gonna do? Uh-oh. And like also like, oh, he has to come back in the middle of the night to get the gun back, because if the cops find the gun, they'll be able to trace it back to him. He needs the gun back. Like, is his family gonna notice he's gone in the night? All these things that are like, okay, he's gonna get caught and he's gonna get in trouble. And the funniest thing that the movie does is that he never gets caught and he never gets in trouble. It's always fine.
Yes, and it's yeah, the cops are just like, yeah, I just wanted to say we like talking to you. Have a good one.
Yeah, it's like, sir, paper executives are going missing. It's like, wow, you're saying paper executives are being killed? No, I said going missing. Why do you say killed? And it's like, oh, well, because when people go missing these days, it generally is because they've been killed. And they're like, oh, that's really smart. I gotta tell the boys at station back.
God, yeah, that's so fucking good. Yeah, so again, the beats are, oh, I can't help but notice you said this thing, thus revealing that maybe you're guilty. And his reply is, I actually thought it was like this. And they're just like, oh, dude, that's so good. Like, oh, man, we were so wrong. We were so wrong to question you further. It's so good. Like,
you're waiting for the shoe to drop for them to be like, and just so you know, we suspect you did it. But like, no, it's like, be careful.
There's no tells that they're stupid at this point. Like you see them sort of like very matter-of-factly get up the chain of events or evidence to get to this point and then be that stupid. It fucking whips.
Yeah. Yeah, like be careful. Like, well, if you see a paper murderer going around, run away. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. So the second kill is, again, it takes less time. There's less bumbling because he's grown as a murderer at this point.
He doesn't have to case it 8 times.
But like the first murder is it's served up with a appetizer course of, would you like to see the saddest man ever and really feel for him? Would you like to really care about this man? And I'm not talking about you, the audience. I mean, also that, but like you, the murdering man, because he goes to see this guy. He's working at a shoe store, and because you work at commission at the shoe store, and also because shoe stores are themselves a dying industry, he is having to suck and beg like a worm to everyone, please, please, please buy some shoes from me. And everyone's like, no, I don't want to buy shoes from you because I buy them on the internet. Also, why would I buy from a worm? And also, he's like in the shoe store casing it. The guy's young daughter comes in and is like, Daddy, can I hang out with my friends after drama class? And he's like, Of course, dear, I love you. I do all of this for you. It's all for you, dear. And then they bond over paper. It's like, nah, what you used to do? Paper? Oh, man. Yeah, really good paper is something else. And it's just like, oh, fuck. No. So funny.
Did you ever see In Bruges? Is that the name of the? Am I saying that
did,
right?
and that is how you say it. Yeah.
In that, there's of course I think the iconic scene, but a character is being tasked to kill a guy that is about to blow his own brains out at the park, and he's got his gun pointed at him. He's like, "No, stop!" And like, there's a bunch of mini versions of these.
Yeah. It's so sad. Of course, I mean, this kill is he knows where the guy's going to go. So he pretends like his car is broken down on the road he knows he's going to go down and like flags him down because they're friends. They've bonded. So he's going to help him out because he knows from reading the guy's resume that he is a really good machine repairman, which is one of the qualifications he has for running a paper manufacturing plant because he can repair the machines.
And he won't say no to the chance to fix the car, which allows you a great opportunity to shoot him.
Yeah, and well, he do. And again, there are two classic filmic suspense hooks that make you really nervous. One is the corpse stuffed in my man's trunk has the tail of his shirt, of the victim's shirt, hanging out as a little flag that says there's a man in here. Why is that? And also, we linger on the side of the roadside a bullet casing. Physical evidence that can be traced back to your gun. And it's not a normal gun, it's a North Korean gun, so there's not very many of them around. Our guy might get caught, right? And the police come the next morning. The police, something's gonna happen. No, he's fine.
Dude, it's fine. It's whatever. The kill is slapstick. It basically goes to shoot him, and it takes two attempts. The first attempt, he just like points his gun at his face and holds up his hand so he doesn't have to watch him die. And then he kind of just starts to run away when he becomes apparent what's happening. And then the real kill is like a pretty classic film, sort of like fumble, shoot, dead thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like a instinct, like a you didn't even know he was shooting the gun. It's like, I guess I squeezed it and he died.
Yeah. Yep.
It's really, and yeah, because the reason that he is getting the police coming the next day is that turns out his son, knowing that his family is in incredible financial hardship, they have to give up everything. They have to have pompous, rich acquaintances who they hate come do an open house at their home because they put it on the market. Everything that they know from their lifestyle has been taken away from them. So the son has been like, okay, I'm going to hatch a plan with my little buddy to steal iPhones from his dad's store, and then we'll flip them. And that's why the police are at their house. And of course, it ends up, you can just paper it over because all you have to do is show your boobies to the father of the kid whose iPhones got stole. And
there's some sweater puppies in this. Like, yeah, she takes, like, the mom takes off her bra to, like, intentionally, isn't there something we can do to get this? I've heard that's a thing that makes people horny. I told you, I said the phrase sweater puppies to you, and you said, I don't know what that means. And I assume you just dropped your phone and, like, ran away. And I also was wondering if you literally didn't know what it meant. I was like, did you remember the scene with her tits? Like, that happened, right? You did see that.
I did see it. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to say about this topic.
Okay, cool.
This is beneath me, Joe.
It would be, what
I've
if you just
evolved
like
past these
blacked
things.
out while sitting for a little bit when it happened? Like your brain just did a BIOS for Flash.
She really is puffing her chest out as much as possible. I bet that she's probably leaning back a little bit
It's
as
one of
well.
those situations where like not having clothes on would somehow show less nipple. I don't know how to explain
Yes.
it, but that's how it works.
Also, throughout the two first kills, the relationship between our main dude and his wife is really being strained in a big way. One is that she is just suspecting with him going out constantly. Like he's driving to some other fucking city to go to Goo Bummo's house every fucking day because he doesn't know how to kill yet. So he's like constantly out of the house, and she is like, either you're cheating on me or you're drinking again. And it's like revealed that like he used to be an alcoholic and like a fucking terror when he was drunk. Like he would hit his kids, he would hit her, he would just be mean.
Also, him being an alcoholic is another way he's just like all the other paper guys he kills.
This is true. They do all love to fucking drink in an insane way. But he's like, no, I haven't been drinking, honey. I haven't. But she's just like, what? Something's fucking up. I don't know what it is. I just can't trust you. And meanwhile, she has to get a part-time job to support them because he doesn't have a job. So she is a dental hygienist to a young, sexy dentist. And so he's like so convinced that she's fucking the dentist. And this is one of the best.
She was always a dental hygienist, right? Like that was part of it, right? Because they have like kind of stability when he loses his job because of that.
Well, I think she used to be because she was a single mother when he married her.
Yes, she brings that up. What happened to that guy? This is like such a screenplay thing to say. What happened to that guy who took a chance on a single mother?
So I think because she gets the job immediately, which like you need a degree to be a dental hygienist. So like she already had done it, obviously. But like before, in the beginning of the movie where he says, I have it all and nothing's going to get fucked up. Like she is a kept woman. Like she just spends all day playing tennis at the club. She doesn't work, but she has to go back to it. So he's like, you're definitely fucking the dentist. He misses their costume dance party that they had been practicing for because he's busy doing murder. And when he goes, he sees her doing her sexy dance with the dentist and he flips out and they have a big confrontation. And he's like, how? And she's like, I'm so pissed that you think that of me. And he's like, how could I not suspect you? You're so beautiful. And she's like, you're handsome.
Like, you are Mr. Beautiful. You've been the same guy this whole movie.
His look, I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, it's very rare that movies have to have beautiful people cast in them because that's just the way it is. It's a visual medium.
But just like acknowledging like the material reality of just like the face in front of you.
Yeah,
it's refreshing. Yeah, it's good.
And then the real nightmare suspense hook where you think everything's ruined now is he has to now dispose of this dead guy's body. What's he gonna do? It's in his trunk. And so he takes it into his greenhouse at night when everyone's asleep, and he's like, I gotta cut it up with a chainsaw. He doesn't have the stomach for that, so he's like, I know. I'll use this metal wire that I was using before to shape bonsais in a scene that was shot with in a way that makes training bonsais look like the most violent and evil thing anyone's ever done.
It looks like you're enslaving a root or something. It's just so I don't know, carceral.
I mean, the sound design in that scene really makes it sound evil. Like the wrapping of this metal twine just sounds like killing. It sounds like some Holocaust shit. It's awful. And he's like, I know. I will make an Uzumaki nightmare bonsai meatball out of this man that I will wrap up in the twine. And all throughout, so he's being kind to his son who did all this crime, because he's like, son, doing crimes alone is a very, very lonely and terrifying thing to do. I've heard.
Yeah, all like his heart to heart with his son is so good in terms of just like, hey, I just got done doing the thing I'm about to tell you not to do.
But he's just like, no, well, he didn't even tell him not to do it. He's just like, that's why I'm not going to let you do a crime on your own. We're a team. We're fighting a war. Oh, that's the thing. He keeps saying over and over.
We're fighting a war.
This family is fighting a war.
Is in a war. We're in a war.
And he never says with who, because the answer would be a nightmare, which is, the answer is all of the rest of humanity. This is what capitalism reduces you to. But he's like, I'm not mad at you. In fact, I'm on your side, son. And like, when they find all his stash of iPhones, there's also cigarettes in there. And he's like, son, your mom doesn't know. You can keep them. Just be careful, eh? And so when he's supposed to be asleep, he goes on the roof to smoke, and he fucking looks down and sees his dad doing that shit.
They see his dad with a chainsaw. And then him not get the stomach and then just do the bonsai thing, which is, as we established, also fucked up.
He looks like nothing so much as the famous page turn in Junji Ito's Uzumaki, the first real nightmare impossible thing that the spiral does, when they open up the big round box and find the freak dad turned into a big meat swirl in there, and he's like, I love this. This is like, I feel great. It looks like that.
Yeah.
It looks like, oh, we're in hell, because like his head is not visible, and it's like implied that like his head is like smushed between his ass and his back, and like you can only get your head there if the neck has been like snapped, and the only thing keeping it on is the skin.
And
so
then all
the
tons of tension from your insane wires.
Yeah, it's so fuck. And so he buries the fucking much like 20,000 live pigs, he buries it in the yard and puts a tree on top of it. And so it's so bad. I love this. It's so funny.
So now we go to the third kill, right? Because we come back to the tree after the third kill, right?
Yes. The thing that is a big nightmare is that there are two horrifying, suspenseful things occurring at the same time. One of them is the third kill. The other is what the family is doing back at home.
Yes. So the last guy that is killed, that is targeted for his competitiveness in the paper industry, is a guy who has a job.
He's the guy who he saw and was embarrassed by in the beginning, who he wanted to brain with the red pepper plant. We've seen him the whole time.
Yes. So this guy has a job, and would you believe it? He's not happy. And he's also, not surprisingly, very drunk. So he sort of intercepts this guy coming home, and basically just starts hanging out with him because, like, one, he's drunk. He's like, just look, I want to keep partying. My life sucks. Also, they talk about paper stuff initially, so obviously he's interested. So he's basically, the way he gets into this guy's house is just like, yeah, we're hanging out, having fun, drinking. We have a shared background. What do you know? Blah blah blah. And this whole time, our hero is not drinking. Like we have very intentional shots of him doing shots, but then not doing the shot and actually like dumping it out.
Yeah.
Again, because he does not drink. He used to, and he used to drink. He used to drink too much, and he had to stop. So basically,
when he drank, he became an evil man, and he wants to stay good. He has a conscience that's keeps him from being evil.
He was a dog to everyone, as his wife said. And eventually, it gets to a point where like the drunk guy is like, "Oh shit, is he gonna like do something is he realized that like he's about to be targeted, and then he actually just returns with bomb shots, just 2 big mugs of beer with shots in them. And it's just like, all right, we're gonna do that thing where we basically lock arms and chug, buddy. And you can't fake right? If you've been dumping them out discreetly, he can't discreetly not drink, right?
Yeah.
So he just fucking drinks it, and essentially it's like an evil Popeye scene. It's like spinach is beer, and instead of being strong, he becomes a confident killer. Like literally, it's a cartoonish transformation that is still, this is stupid to say, like believable. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's insanely believable. And part of it is, I think, for me at least, the shot. I mean, I'll talk about this when we're done with the plot in more depth. The movie visually is unbelievably good looking, but the shot of him drinking the bomb shot is like one of the most like dynamite shots I've ever seen, because it's shot through the bottom of the beer glass, and like it follows the beer glass as it tilts up, and we see our man's face reflected through, 1, a bunch of beer, 2, a shot glass, 3, the bottom of the beer glass, and you see the beer go further and further down. We see it tilt further and further back until finally, as it's nearly empty, the shot glass starts to slide forward. You hear that glass on glass, and you hear the sad, like, everything is lost of it hitting his lips as the bomb shot is completely gone. And then it tilts back down, and we hear the clunk as it hits the bottom of the empty beer glass, and we see reflected through the 2 glass bottoms his face looking like, I guess I'm evil now.
Yeah.
It's so good. And he does, again, talk about cartoonish. He's like, excuse me, 1 second. I have to do a metaphor. The entire movie, he has had a toothache, which crops up when he's about to do evil. Remember how I said he had a conscience, a nagging conscience?
Quite literally, the conscience is located in your tooth.
And his tooth, whenever we get a shot of the inside of his mouth, it is cartoonishly black and decayed. It is just barely holding on. It is almost like his conscience is being worn away more and more. And after he takes this shot, he's like, you got a wrench? And he takes the guy's wrench and right in front of him rips his tooth out, and all the tension he's been holding the whole movie fucking flies out of him. He looks like the happiest man in the world, and he's like, what a relief, and chugs a huge swig of vodka to wash his mouth out. Our boy is Satan now. Yay!
Yeah, and he basically immediately gets to work killing him. Like,
he's like the fucking Leon the Professional. Like, it is the perfect kill. It is unbelievable how entirely he deletes this guy from the universe.
Yeah, he's already like almost blackout drunk. So then he just buries him up to his neck, and then puts a funnel in and puts more booze and some other stuff in there to make him vomit.
Raw pork.
Is that what that is? Raw pork? Okay,
yeah. He shoves it down his throat, and then like immediately he wraps his head up in a bunch of saran wrap so that when he inevitably pukes,
he just suffocates and dies. Yeah,
he has no choice but to drown in it. And then he just unburies him, puts him in his easy chair,
unwraps him like a candy, and he has puke stuck on him like someone who had just died in their sleep drinking would have. Yeah.
Much like in the second kill, we linger on a piece of physical evidence. Like in the second kill, it was that bullet casing. And in this kill, it's the wrench with his tooth in it. That's his DNA. And he's like, but no, this time he's like, oh, wait, and takes it with, because he's perfect now.
Yes.
And so meanwhile, what is going on at home while all this is happening? Because there are 2 awful things that are being cut back and forth between. Because the son was like, I think I saw dad fucking around with a corpse.
Yeah, I think there was a dead guy in the greenhouse, and then the mother's like, oh my God. And she's like, there's a big dramatic scene where she's like touching it, and it's clearly a fucked up body, right? Like, this is a body. And then
she calls her husband, like, as he is just finished burying the guy up to his neck and is just about to put the raw pork down his throat. And she's like, honey, where are you? And he's like, I'm fighting the war for our family. You know exactly what I'm doing.
Yes. So how does that get resolved? Honestly, this is what Tom talked about at the start of the episode, which I love, which is the thing as you feared or would have the most dramatic tension occurs, and then it just doesn't matter. What do I mean? The mom finds the body, and she's like, oh, shit. And what does she tell the son? Oh, your dad just put a pig under there like Grandpa did.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
It was just a pig. It was a pig for fertilizer.
Like, obviously, the pig is scary. Obviously, that's a lot. But it was just a pig.
Yeah. And on the phone call, again, they don't say what's going on, but it is so fucking clear that he's like, yeah, I'm doing the third kill, dear. And she's just like, well, I guess I'm on your side, honey. And that's that.
And then something wonderful happens, which is they get exactly what they want, and it's terrifying.
Yep. So the police are like, hey, we've discovered who did it. Those two guys killed each other.
Because they were competing for work, probably, right? It makes sense.
Yeah, and it's partially because the first guy's wife, she killed him, really. So it's in her best interest to feed the police a sob story that seems to indicate like he did it himself. And also she is an actress. She's like been talking about going to auditions, so she's like really laying it on thick with the grieving widow act. So he's fine. And then he goes to an interview. His previous time he was at an interview, he was the most nervous man who ever lived and said every answer insanely wrong. This time, he has an easy manner that is so charismatic. He's saying the perfect thing.
He has an evil mustache. He just has a little bit of facial hair to show that he's evil.
Yeah, and they're like, just so you know, this paper factory you're going to be working with, it is a lights out system. He's like, huh? What do you mean? It's like, oh, it's entirely AI. There's all automated machines doing this. The days of hitting the roll of paper with the stick to check it are over, which, like, that's all the paper guys' favorite thing. They all love hitting the roll of paper with the stick. It's like that. Those days are over. But we just need one guy in the factory just to make sure it doesn't break. And he's like, I would love to be the one guy in the factory. And he has the grimmest commute of all time, where he is the only passenger car in a sea of gridlocked trucks that are bringing logs to the factory. And we see him in this awful automated factory all by himself, the only human around. And he does this roar of total success.
Yes.
It's all been
Piccolo
worth it.
Fuses with Kame, and he's like, yes. He does that.
And turns out this is the only way to succeed in capitalism. This is what it looks like when you see the situation you're in and behave rationally.
What makes the movie work for me the most, and it's not just that, like, that's what he had to do to survive. It was specifically drinking, which is your worst self, was needed to do this. I love it.
Yes. I mean, because, like, to be here is to be your worst self. Because, like, in the beginning, he was like, I love my team. My team are the greatest, and working with them is the best, and I love my family, and I love other people. At the end of the movie, he's like, we're at war. I have to kill everyone else. Everyone else is my enemy, and the definition of success is to be the only one left. It's like, oh, yeah, I remember that from every day of my life.
Yeah, I remember that from before.
The way society is.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's funny.
This is not an issue because it's to produce an effect, but the the fact that it is so backloaded with the killing and the action does make you think, like, maybe, does this happen?
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he has some soul. No, the soul's gone.
It was in his tooth, which he removed.
There is a video that he watches over and over. It's of the final guy he kills he's like making a promo video for work about how cool the paper company he works for is. Like, he watches it over and over because he's obsessed with them, because he's jealous. Yeah. And at one point, it does the classic thing of he's looking directly at the camera and saying the themes of the movie. I will quote it. I looked up the screenplay, and this is the exact text from the movie. This is what the character says in the video that our main guy watches over and over. Many people think paper companies mindlessly raze entire forests, right? That's not true. Trees for paper are grown separately, cut, planted again, grown, and cut again. Oops, I said the themes directly to the camera. Was I not clear? You hogs are the trees. This is what your life is for. That last part I added myself, but the beginning was from the script.
There is a point to also be made how they reiterate, like, at the end, like, there's tons of industrial uses for paper that are like cigarettes, things that we don't normally associate with, like, the specialty paper that is, art and whatever, which is all to say it's all the same churn. There's no art. It's all the same fucking thing.
Art requires an artist, and there's no peoples. It's only just one guy.
Yeah. I guess that's
in the factory.
The way to put it. It was just like, paper is an industrial input is separate from like, paper is like a form of expression.
And of course, you must take the implication that this is not a paper industry unique scenario, and that my man could have been any type of specialized labor, and he would be in the same scenario where the only way to win is to kill everyone for the scraps. And of course, you gotta know that he is like months away from the one human supervisor job also being made redundant.
Oh, most certainly.
This is not a... Yeah.
In the interview, they say as much, that they've already begun the process of unmanning everything. I can only assume that's the subtext.
Yeah, because, I mean, you've unmanned everything except for one supervisor. Any company, any decision-making process that gets you to unmanned except for one guy will just, by its very nature, when time goes on and the time comes, like, well, we have to cut costs again because I'm addicted to it. There's no other choice, actually. What's a cost we can cut? Oh, there's this one guy. Who fucking cares about him? This company is at war. Like, everyone's at war. I mean, isn't that capitalism at its core?
We're all at war. All the
single unit. And everything is a zero-sum game of competition. I'm reminded again and again of The Bee Sting, watching and talking about this movie. That book I talked about by Paul Murray, the Irish book. I'm not going to get into it, just to say that, like No Other Choice, it is a book where the bleakest, most horrible, most nightmarish event happens exclusively. There's no time ever where you say, well, that was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. No, every single thing is as bad as it could possibly be. And it's so funny. It's like there is a sort of catharsis to, like, someone saying it. We're not pretending anymore. Great.
I recommend it. This is a good movie. I have not read The Bee Sting. Tom has told me about it, but as far as the Korean film we have just watched, which I have called No Other Choice and No Way Out, and a variety of other incorrect versions, it's good. All Korean movies are about a nice house.
No other choice. No other choice. This is like if the main character was the rich family's dad after he lost his money. That's kind of, well, the rich family, well,
no, it's like close. The same, because the house.
It's true. There's a really nice house. I mean, and I said we would come back to this. Visually, this movie is on another fucking level. There are so many, like, shots and edits that blow me away. There's one when the wife of the first victim is talking about the time when they first met. There is a match cut, I think you're supposed to say, when it's a smash cut, but the images are like sort of shaped the same. So everything's different, but like it still keeps the same shape. There's a match cut to a lighter igniting in slow motion, and that's amazing. There's so many times when like someone's face is visible in reflections, or it's like superimposed over things. The one that really kills me is when he is burying the body of the second victim, and we have an overhead shot of him digging in the ground with his shovel, and in the hole we get superimposed an image of his wife sleeping in her bed, so it looks like she's in the hole, and she looks really uncomfortable. And as he digs another shovelful of dirt out, as he pulls the dirt out, at the exact same moment she turns over in bed so that it looks like his shovel pull was what flipped her. And like, come on, that's just pure stunting on the audience. Like, look what I can do, look how good I am at this. I've been doing this for a lot of years. It's amazing.
It's good.
I recommend it. It's a Sicko movie. You see now, Joe, why I was like, Joe, this is the Anime Sickos movie. It's the Anime Sickos movie.
It is.
We're unemployed.
We're unemployed, and this is going to well, the thing is, I don't like... See, these guys like paper. I don't like computer enough.
Yes, I think that's the difference.
So I got to like paper. I got to get into paper.
Yeah, so that we can live this beautiful movie. This is how you get a job. This is like a textbook, you know? This is a WikiHow article, really. It's just lushly illustrated, and they hired actors to read it out loud. You got to start drinking a lot. I already have my vinyl collection. I got to start loving paper.
You got to spend some time on a hill with trees and leaves, stumbling around.
Yeah. Gotta try to start sprinting up the hill really fast. Got to take dance classes and then not go to the dance with my wife so that I can become furious. I'm on my way. I'm getting there. I've tried to. I'm looking at my job search from a new perspective these days, and I think this is really what's going to put me over the edge.
Watch it.
Woo. It's really good. I watched this the day before I watched Bugonia, which talk about an insane weekend of film watching. If you really want to feel weird about the world you live in, that is a double feature that's going to go nutty. I recommend Bugonia, but I like No Other Choice way better. It's just unbelievable. Have you also seen, Joe, I'm going to make this really short because I know you haven't, but I'm going to ask the question as a way to bring the topic up. Have you seen Park Chan-wook's previous film, The Handmaiden?
No, I've not.
That is a movie that I give my highest recommendation to. That is an anime-ass movie to the maximum. It's like 3 hours long, and it's like split into like 3 chapters. And at the end of every chapter, there is a twist that blew my fucking mind in a way that I couldn't possibly have seen coming, that I thought, like, this blows everything up and changes everything. It changes the whole tone of the movie. It changes the meaning of everything that's happened. And then there's another one that does that again, and it's just, it keeps happening. Great movie. Watch all these guys' movies. But first, start off with No Other Choice, because it's bad Anime Sickos. I think that's all. Have we done it? Have we done the episode?
We did it.
All right, bye-bye. I've been Tom, an Anime Sicko.
I'm Joe, an Anime Sicko.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Anime Sickos. I've been Tom, a sicko. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Tom Harrison. Joe was also a sicko. You can follow him on Blue Sky at Sharia Uncle. You can follow Anime Sickos on Blue Sky at Anime Sickos, or email us at animesickos@gmail.com. You can give us money at patreon.com/Anime Sickos if you want. Please leave us a review or something. I don't know. Tell a friend. Anyway, until next time, bye.